All right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Let's give the National Capital Ensemble a big round of applause. And they're actually part of a larger 30-piece band led by Steve Kellner, who's the bandmaster. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. For those who don't know me, I'm An Yang. I'm morning anchor on News 4 Today at NBC Washington. It's such a pleasure for me to be here today to welcome you all to this wonderful event. It is the opening of the Salvation Army's Angel Tree Program Distribution Center for 2011, and I am just floored when I walked in here to see all of these toys. Isn't this just an amazing sight? And the organization it takes to make sure that all these families, 6,000 plus families, children who are in need this Christmas, have exactly the items they need for the beginning of the holiday season. It just really warms my heart, the effort, the spirit, and the true meaning of Christmas that goes behind all the effort to put these packages together and to bring joy and light into these families' hearts. So thank you so much for all the hard work you've done. Again, 6,000 children in the District of Columbia are going to benefit from this wonderful Angel Tree program. And again, we did not arrive at this moment and without the gift and the heart that you all have contributed today, not only from the donors who gave these toys, but all the tireless work, the hours from the staff, and many, many volunteers. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a big hand of applause, please. This is what doing the most good is all about, and why NBC Washington remains a proud partner of the Salvation Army toy drive each year to help those people in need, to give families and children a little bit of joy. Especially, it's been such a tough economic time these days, and I feel like so many more families are in need this year, unlike other years. We have a special treat for you this morning. By day, our very special guest is an education teacher with DC Schools, and outside the classroom provides wonderful music, spiritual intimacy that she provides. She has a recently released Christmas CD called 'Tis the Season. Is a blend of gospel hymns and classic Christmas songs. Please welcome gospel music producer, psalmist, and soloist Deborah Bradley as she sings one of my favorites, Joy to the World.
Good morning, everyone. Before I get started, I just first want to give honor to the true and living God because He's so faithful and so merciful and so kind. I just wanted to say, when I was given the opportunity to sing for the Salvation Army, I was just elated because I was a camper at Camp Happy Land. And I'm not going to tell you how many years ago that was, but it was a very, very memorable, very joyous, very wonderful period in my life as a child. And all I can say is I'm just so thankful for this opportunity to give back. I hope you enjoyed this selection. Thank you. Joy, joy to the world, 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 joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let every heart prepare Him room. Heaven and nature sing, heaven and nature sing, heaven and nature sing. Oh, joy, joy to the world, joy to the world, the Savior reigns. My fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. Oh, joy, joy to the world. He rules the world with truth and grace. His righteousness, wonders of His love, wonders of His love, wonders of His love. Oh, joy, joy to the world. Joy, Lord is come. Oh, let every heart prepare Him room. Sing joy. Singing joy. Oh, joy to the world, joy to the world. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deborah Bradley. I love Christmas music. Right after Thanksgiving is, I'm that person who puts it on and listens to it in the house. It just puts me in a good mood. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for that rendition. Singing.
That's
down on
right.
our feet. All right, so now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Area Commander for the Salvation Army National Capital Command, Major Steve Moore.
Thank you so much. And let me tell you, I'm going to give out her secret. She can sing. She says she was humming, but I'm telling you, she was right with it. So next year, we'll just have you sing as well. Listen, it's an exciting day for me personally, and it's an exciting day for the Salvation Army. I want to look at my notes for just a second and tell you, because I think it's important to know. We don't talk about a lot of numbers, really. Ed has already said 6,000 children. What you see behind you represents 2,500 families. I want you to think about that for just a second. The Salvation Army wants to be very intentional in meeting the need as best as we can, in partnership with NBC Washington and you and many hundreds of others that have given their time, effort, money, and bought gifts, many of them, to support these families. These kettles are here for a reason. A lot of people disconnect, well, what does that kettle money go to? I want you to see where a lot of the kettle money goes to. And a lot of, here's my wish. I wish every volunteer that got out there and rang bells could come on this day and see the end product of what their hour or two made. That's the dream that I have, because you get out there and you see the generosity of people while you're ringing, but you have no, it's hard to understand the volume of giving in this community. One of the questions that I was asked already this morning, have the people in the community been generous this year? Yeah, I'd say yes. I'd say without a doubt, yes. There are two groups in particular that we want to highlight, and they're going to help us cut the ribbon today. Helen Wodek is to my left with her assistant Tawana, and they represent American Legal Association of Legal Administrators. Excuse me. They gave me ALA. I should have written it down. And let me tell you what they've done. This group, I don't even know how many years, but this year they have given to the Salvation Army 2,641 angels. That's 2,641 children here that their group has supported. That is unbelievable. So thank you for being here today, both of you. And God bless you for your effort. It's not your full-time job, obviously, but yeah, it probably is during this time. And to my right is Gail Purnell from Finnegan Henderson, and they have long time been a supporter of this as well. And this year, they adopted 319 angels. So give them a hand as well. They're here to really represent that this is not anything the Salvation Army does in a vacuum by ourselves, but it's something that we do in partnership and coordination with so many volunteers in and around the Washington area. Now let's get outside the district for just a second. On Monday, other warehouses like this will open in 6 other locations in the greater Washington area. And this Christmas we'll be serving about 13,000 children. Think about that for just a second. That's the difference. That's the difference that you make, and it's the difference that the Salvation Army makes. But I want to end with this thought. Painstaking effort has been taken to make sure, as Eng has already said, every child has their own bag inside a family bag. And we've worked hard to make sure that the gift that is given is age-specific, sex-specific. It's not just a big pile of toys and we divide it. These are very specifically done for the individual. And that's the point that I want to draw down today. The Salvation Army may be huge and may have a lot of opportunity, but I'm telling you that every single person matters. That's the value of the Salvation Army. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being involved. And I want to introduce you to my much better half. Anybody who knows me knows that. Wendy Morris is really the brains behind all of this. She's got a great team of people, but Wendy, come talk to us. Welcome, Wendy.
It is a real delight to be here together with you, because this does represent the best day of all. All of the hard work that went into bagging and packaging and hauling and moving and putting bikes in order all comes to fruition on this day, when we get the chance to be able to distribute these gifts to mothers and fathers who come for gifts for their children. One of the things I love best about this program is there are no children allowed today. This is not a distribution to children. This is a distribution to their parents so that their families can celebrate whatever holiday is appropriate to their family on whatever day they want to give these gifts. The children never need to know where these gifts came from. They know that they came from mom and dad, from their family, and to me, I think that retains a great deal of dignity for the family in this area, and I love that about this program. Of course, I'd love to see the children's faces when they open these gifts, but I'm going to trust that the mom's faces and the dad's faces are going to be enough for me today. We always end up in tears at some point during the day over somebody that is overwhelmed by what they're receiving, and so I look forward to that moment. We could not do this without great support, and I am very grateful to the Salvation Army's Women's Auxiliary, who takes on the responsibility of bagging, purchasing, and putting together 6,000 stockings, age appropriate for these bags. So in every one of these bags are stockings for the children as well. I'm also very grateful for volunteer groups who have come throughout the season to help us. We could not do it without people like Faye and Ken Morissette and Interstate Van Lines. They literally pick up every gift that comes from our corporate donors, and they do it as a gift back to the Salvation Army. So we are very grateful for that. We're also grateful for some special firms and companies that came during the week to help us bag. One group in particular, the Lockton Accounting Firm. Now get this. They're the firm that came and put in order all of the bikes that are in the other area. An accounting firm, numbers on bikes, it seemed like a perfect match. So we are very grateful for their help for that. We also had wonderful support from a couple of other groups. AMC Theater staff came 2 days and worked very diligently in doing all of the detail work. We had people that came and put together bikes so that every single bike is put together, not just in a box, hoping that the family can put it together before Christmas. We also had Whole Foods, DC United soccer team employees, and a lot of other groups that came to support us, and we are so grateful for that support. So without any further ado, oh yes, wait a second, there is one other group I must say thank you to, and that is to our staff, who work very hard. Now, Christmas does not start in December at the Salvation Army. It starts in July, when we start getting organized for what we're going to do. So a very special thank you to the Salvation Army staff. Would you just raise your hand so I can see you here? So, without any further ado, I am going to ask if Un and Steve and our friends from Finnegan and Henderson and from ALA would come over. We have some... and we are going to cut this ribbon, and we are going to get this Angel Tree program opened. So, ladies and gentlemen...
Can we count down from 5?
Yes.
5.
5, 4,